good morning and welcome back to our math class with Teacher Ben. And today we are going to discuss another lesson. So for today, let's recall first the last lesson that we had. And last week we've learned about, what was the lesson? It was all about plane shapes. Yes, and as we all know, plane shapes, these are closed, flat figures. So always remember po, plane shapes, they're closed, flat figures po. And we have 4 examples. Last time, these are circle, diamond, triangle, square, rectangle, and yeah. So we have 4, and then not only that, but also we have more. We have more po. As long as it's closed, flat figure. So those are plane shapes. So this morning, our new lesson is all about solid shapes. Oh, what is this solid shapes, by the way? So this morning, I want you to, let's read together. We have here, when Megan turned 7, her parents gave her a pair of shoes that came in a rectangular box. So we have here, yes, this red box here. This is what? This is a rectangular box. So on the 7th birthday of Megan, when she turned 7, her parents gave her a pair of shoes po that came in a rectangular box. And then her aunt gave her a globe. So where's the globe here? So here is the globe. And a cousin gave her an ipon challenge can. So here is her ipon challenge can. And also her friend Mary gave her a Rubik's cube. So here is her Rubik's cube. So again, when she turned 7, her parents gave her what? A pair of shoes that came in a rectangular box, this red one. And then her aunt gave her a globe, this one. And a cousin gave her an ipon challenge. And also her friend Mary gave her a Rubik's cube. So this time, let me ask you, do you think these things, the globe, the ipon challenge, the Rubik's cube, and the shoebox, do you think they are flat shapes? Do you think so, grade 1? I want you to look at the pictures carefully. I want you to look at the objects carefully. Do you think they are flat shapes? Do you think so? No, Teacher Bam. They are not flat shapes. So the shapes, grade 1, the shapes are what we call solid shapes. Yes, they are what we call solid shapes. They're not flat. Remember that plane shape, they are closed and flat figures. But these things that we have in front of you, they are not flat. So we call them solid shapes. The shapes that we have here, they are what we call solid shapes. They are not flat. They are three-dimensional shapes. They are three-dimensional shapes. While the plane shape, grade 1, they're just two-dimensional shapes. So they are three-dimensional shapes because they have the length. Okay. So here is the length po. This one is the length, the height, and the width po in this cube po. So again, the solid, grade 1, the solid, oopsie, sorry. So the solid shapes, they are what? They are three-dimensional shapes. Because they have what? They have the length. Here is the length, the height, and the width here. Okay, so let me show you a real example. This, this is a lunchbox po. And this example, do you think this is flat? Do you think this is flat? No, it's not flat, right? It's not flat. So this is one of the examples of three-dimensional shape, or what we call solid shape. The three-dimensional shape has the length. We have here the length. Oh, sorry. We have here the length, the width, and also the height here. I hope you can see it. So here's the height. And also yearbook as well. Yearbook is also an example of solid shape po. So tomorrow, please also prepare your book, because tomorrow we will identify some things if the things that you have is a solid shape or a plain shape. So here are just some examples. The globe, this is a solid shape. This one also is a solid shape, because all of these things are not flat po. So that's it. Some solid shapes have a curved surface. So again, grade 1, some solid shapes have curved surface, just like this one. And I will just show you an example po of a curved surface. This one po, this one is a curved surface. Do you think this is flat? Do you think so? No, this is not flat, right? It's not flat. Therefore, it's a solid shape po. And then again, this one has a curved surface right here po. And there are also a lot of things. Another example, aside from this one, is your a glass. Yes po, a glass, or a cup po. So those are just some examples of curved surface. And we have here examples of other examples of solid shapes, not plain shapes, but solid shapes. These are, the first one here is the rectangular prism. Okay, rectangular prism grade 1. An example po of an object is a shoebox. Yes, a shoebox. Another thing here, another example of a solid shape is sphere. So everybody say sphere. An example po of an object na katulad po ng, just like the sphere, it's the ball. If you have your ball there, yes, it can be a basketball or volleyball, any kind of ball po. The shape of it is what? It's a sphere po. It's a solid shape po. Next one is the cone. Oh, the cone. I think you're very familiar with this one. So cone as well is an example of a solid shape. Another thing here, another example is the cylinder. So an example of an object that has the shape of the cylinder is the can. Another one here is the pyramid. The pyramid, okay, so as what you can see here, here's another example of an object which has the shape of the pyramid. And the cube po, cube, an example of an object that has the same shape, just like the cube, is the Rubik's po. Sorry, it's Rubik's cube pala. Okay, so again, grade 1, I just want you to remember these things. Solid shapes grade 1 are 3, not 2, but 3-dimensional figures. They have the length, width, and height. Some solid shapes have a curved surface. An example or examples of solid shapes are cube. So as what you can see here, these are the examples of solid shapes: rectangular prism, sphere, cone, cylinder, pyramid, and also cube. So tomorrow we're going to have a quiz regarding with the lesson that we have today. And please don't forget this one. Remember that plane shapes, they are 2-dimensional figures lang po, and they are closed, flat. It's flat. Okay po? Remember this one, closed flat figure, just like the square, rectangle, and circle. While the solid shapes, grade 1, they are three-dimensional figures po, just like the cube, the pyramid, and even the shape of the globe po. So grade 1, again, tomorrow we're going to have a quiz. But this time, I want you to get your book. I hope that you've learned something from our discussion today. I want you to get your math book and open it to page 222. We're going to answer zoom in. Zoom in po, okay? Everybody, I'll give you 10 seconds to get your pencil and your book. Ready and go. Okay, time is up. Time is up, grade 1. Time is up. Time is up. Let's read po the direction that we have here. Check the box of the solid figures below. So you just need to check it po. Check the box if it's a solid figure po. Let's have number 1. Do you think this is a solid figure? Ready and go. 5 seconds. Okay, number 2. What about this one? Do you think this is a solid figure? Ready, go. Time is up. Let's have number 3. What about this one? Do you think this is a solid figure? Ready, go. Time is up. Number 4. Do you think this is a solid figure? Ready, go. Time is up. Number 5. Do you think this is a solid figure? Go. All right, time is up, grade 1. Time is up. Now for your assignment, you will have your assignment today. It can be found in 200, page 224. You're going to answer 2 activities for your assignment. These are activity energize and also take home activity. So you have 2 assignments po. And for your writing is you have to do 126 to 130 po. 126 to 130. So by next week we will be starting our cursive po. Yes po. So that's all po for today, and don't forget to please submit it in Class Dojo if you are done. So for tomorrow we're going to have a quiz, as what I've told you earlier. That's all for today, and have a great day.